Welcome back once again, everybody. October is rapidly coming to a close, and we're continuing on. We've only got a few more days of my random movie picks and whatnot. I have sent Pennywise hopefully back to hell where he belongs, and I'm just going to introduce our new friend for this week. We have Krampus. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Zach, Krampus is a Christmas thing, not a Halloween thing. Well, yes and no. He is a Christmas themed monster, but he is a monster. And in Funko form, he is absolutely adorable. I think I have a flocked one downstairs as well, but I chose this guy. But he makes sense for the first of two movies, because this one is a Christmas themed horror movie. I don't know if an introduction can really do it justice, so I'm just going to bring it out. I present Santa's Sleigh, Slay. And for the record, yes, that Bill Goldberg is Goldberg from WCW and WWE fame. That's the reason I actually bought this. Years ago, we were walking through Blockbuster, and I actually saw this on the shelf, and I looked and I said, "My God, is that Goldberg as Santa Claus?" And yes, yes, it was. So I sought it out and purchased it. Now, this one starts off with actually some very random and interesting cameos. Uh, in this, it starts off with a family dinner, and the two parents in this dinner scene are actually James Caan and Fran Drescher. Anyway, Santa Goldberg comes down and slaughters everybody, and that's how we begin the movie. And the backstory behind it is Santa and this older gentleman who has a grandson in the movie, but the old gentleman is actually played by Robert Culp, who had a long recurring role on The Greatest American Hero and later Everybody Loves Raymond. But he plays the grandfather, in which he is an angel and defeated Santa eons ago in a curling match. I'm not making this up, actually. In a curling match to chain him to the title of Santa Claus to bring joy to the children. Anyway, Santa seeks revenge on the angel. There's a quote-unquote hell deer, which actually I think is just a giant CGI buffalo. We have an appearance, actually Dave Thomas of the Mackenzie brothers is in this, along with a guy I really like, Saul Rubinek. He plays the Jewish deli owner who meets his demise at the hands of Goldberg and Santa. I will say this, though, as the movie nears or draws to an end, Goldberg is out of the Santa getup, and he's in an airport, and the woman asked, and this was one, it just made me laugh. The woman asked his name, like, "Are you Mr. Satan?" It says, actually, it's pronounced Shaitan. She's like, "Oh, like the hockey player." And for those that don't know, that would be in reference to Miroslav Shaitan, spelled Satan. I own his jersey when he came to the Penguins. All right, so we're going to move past Santa's Sleigh to a movie that actually got me punched by one of my friends when I told him to watch it. Because it came in one of those Walmart or Target packs that was 3 movies literally cellophane together. And this was one of them, and I watched it, and it was just utterly ridiculous. And I've kept it all these years, even though he got me punched because he watched it, came back the next day and did that. We have Satan's Little Helper. Yeah. I mean, what more can you really say? The biggest name in this movie, actually, is the mother, played by Amanda Plummer. Very good actress. Her father is actually the late, great Christopher Plummer. So we have a 9-year-old boy who's obsessed with a video game in which he plays Satan's Little Helper. So, Satan's minion. So, anyways, all of a sudden he finds a guy dressed up in a quote-unquote Satan costume and decides to go and help him. Satan goes on murder spree, low graphics, low budget, high entertainment value. This one came out actually in 2005. Actually, same as Sleigh did as well, a couple days before Christmas, 2005. So there you go, back on track. Because I know last week, I continue to do that. Yesterday, I picked some actually good movies in Ringu and Raw Meat. So I'm getting back to form with two movies that just are... you're not going to run across them unless you're looking for them, to put it gently. So there are Krampus and I's picks for the letter S, Satan's Little Helper, Santa's Sleigh. Amuse your friends. Oh, and I should close with this. Satan's Little Helper was actually ranked by Rolling Stone as one of the 13 terrifying horror movies you cannot unsee. So if you like the Rolling Stone and their recommendations, check it out. And that does it for S. We will see you tomorrow for the letter T.